And Pyro again. JK LOL audience. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world? Obviously, you know who it is. Jordan T, Complication, the ace of New Japan Pro Gaming, one only true ace of worldwide gaming everywhere. And you hear my people. We are back here in Winter Park, Florida for NXT with some great action for you guys this episode. Night is going to be a jam-packed night of action for you here on NXT because we are continuing the NXT Breakout tournament, and look at who is kicking us off tonight.
Making his way to the ring from England.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause from for the high flyer from NXT UK, the one and only Nathan Frazer. And this young man, his offense and athleticism is off the charts. You can't find it somewhere else. Nathan Frazer making his NXT debut here tonight in the NXT Breakout Tournament. And remember, the NXT Breakout Tournament, the winner of the whole thing goes on to challenge a champion of their choosing. That could be the NXT UK champion, the NXT North American champion, or the NXT champion himself. So good luck to Frazer here tonight. But look at who he's going up against.
From Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 183 pounds,
Wesley, who we have seen on this channel before, so he's not really making his debut, but more of like a return to the NXT brand. Former tag team champion along with his old friend Nash Carter. Unfortunately, due to certain aspects and regulations of this universe mode, I am not allowed to talk that highly or much about Nash Carter, but I am allowed to say his name, so I guess that's somewhat of a plus. But nevertheless, Wesley has been running solo. He's been on NXT dark matches and in 205 Live, which are not aired. Do not worry, we will be getting the highlights of those matches very, very soon, somewhere down the line. But now Wesley looks to be back on the main card of NXT, looks to branch out on his own. And imagine if Wesley, somewhere down the line, could become a former NXT champion, or even an NXT North American champion. That would have to be like a great confidence boost ever since his tag team partner was unfortunately gone, and he has to be running solo and can't really find a tag team partner that can match his chemistry and athleticism. And I expect this one to be a high-flying, anticipated offense, because look at Wesley right there. That was some great athleticism by the former tag team champion. And that's Nathan Frazer into a camel clutch, but it's not going to be enough to take down Wesley for now. Now Nathan Frazer brings Wesley off the ropes, and look at this. This is the high offense and quick action that I was talking about. Nice Hurricane Rana by Frazer. And now Frazer going to the top rope. We all know how comfortable he is up there. But at the same time, so is Wesley. Nathan Frazer connect with what he's looking for. No! Crashes and burn. Now Wesley. Ooh! Stiff chop. Shades of Ric Flair. Now remember, we still have a lot more superstars in the NXT Breakout Tournament to come later in the coming weeks. But with that said, please do not forget to like this video and like the other videos, as you guys have been showing so much support to the channel. It means a lot to me that you guys are supporting me. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe for more great action in WWE 2K22. Because you won't find great action or great high offense like you'll see and hear from Wesley on another channel. You just won't. But speaking of Wesley, he goes into a cover on Nash Carter after the senton, but only a count of one. And ladies and gentlemen, also our main event to come, huge title match later tonight as NXT champion Bron Breakker looks to defend the NXT title against Santos Escobar. The reason Santos Escobar is challenged for the NXT title here tonight is because last season, Escobar won a ladder match to earn the right to challenge for a world champion any time of his choosing, and he chose tonight to cash in on Bron Breakker. So we're going to be, hopefully we could see some great action from both Santos Escobar and Bron Breakker. Who knows, he may crown a new champion here tonight, but Wesley caught after by the standing sliced bread by Nathan Frazer, but it's not enough to take him down. Like I was saying, big main event for the NXT title here tonight. The Emperor of Lucha Libre looks to make his mark as an NXT champion, as Nathan Frazer is looking for something big there on Wesley. But Wesley able to come back into this matchup. But you can't deny the athleticism of Nathan Frazer as he's showing here tonight, and this is why he was one of the standouts in NXT UK. This is why I think Nathan Frazer is going to go a long way in this tournament, and even in NXT, if given the right chance. And now Nathan Frazer to the top rope yet again. What's he looking for here? Oh! Huge frog splash. Cover on Wesley. Hooks the leg. He got him! Nathan Frazer victorious here tonight, and he moves on in the NXT Breakout Tournament. Nathan Frazer now joins Alexander Hammerstone and Apollo Crews in the semifinals. Take nothing away from Wesley. He was resilient, he fought hard, and he threw hands, but at the end of the day, that devastating frog splash, nobody's kicking out of that. And congratulations to Nathan Frazer. Big win here tonight. Moving on to the NXT Breakout Tournament. Well, we got another match in that same tournament coming up next. Because look who we got here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Connecticut. Weighing in at 235 pounds. Flyboy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man is Flip Gordon, a former U.S. soldier, came into professional wrestling as a high-risk taker. And for those who may not know, Flip Gordon competed in PWG, New Japan, Ring of Honor, and MLW, former ROH six-man tag team champion on 2 different occasions. And look at that, look at the athleticism of Flip Gordon. Hopefully that athleticism can get him a long way here in the tournament. We'll see. And his opponent tonight is... oh. Apparently his opponent tonight here, his name is the Judge, EJ Nduka. Look at EJ. And they call him the Judge? I'm impressed so far. And I'm reading EJ Nduka's dossier here. Apparently this man is a former bodybuilder, former football player, played track and basketball in college. And he nicknames himself the Judge, and he's here to give the verdict to everybody here in NXT. Former MLW World Tag Team Champion along with Calvin Tankman. Competed for the MLW World title once upon a time. Unfortunately came out unsuccessful, but EJ Nduka is here in the Breakout Tournament. And I haven't seen much of EJ Nduka. His name is familiar, but I don't know that much of him. But with that said, EJ Nduka, welcome to NXT. We'll see what you're about. And apparently this man is one of the most powerful men that we have here in NXT. 600-pound leg press, almost 800-pound deadlift, 200-pound power clean. I swear, these men nowadays are built different in NXT. God, EJ looks like he just towers. EJ Nduka just towers Flip Gordon. And now wait a minute, EJ already out of the gates with a huge choke slam. Cover on Flip Gordon. Oh man, that was almost a 2 count. And the Judge trying to display dominance so far over the smaller opponent, Flip Gordon. But take nothing away from Flip. This man is a high flyer. He knows what it's like to be a former champion, and he just hits a standing Spanish fly on the Judge. And now going to go up top. What does Flip have in mind here? Huge moonsault connects on the Judge. And a quick kick out from EJ Nduka. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if EJ somehow comes out the victor of this match. But imagine Flip Gordon getting a win over the Judge. That would be a huge upset. And if I can be a bit biased right now, so far in the Breakout tournament, we've seen great superstars, amazing athletes, but if I could be biased for 1 second, I would like to see EJ Nduka or Alex Hammerstone win this whole tournament and go on to face Bron Breakker. One of them. Like, either one of them could make it to the finals and then challenge Bron Breakker, and I'd be happy to see that match. But EJ still trying to endorse his power over Flip Gordon. And has the throat of Gordon again. He's looking for another chokeslam. Ooh! Stiff shot right to the ribs. And now EJ just taunting to the former U.S. Marine. And now the power of EJ Nduka. Huge power slam, cover on Flip, but still kicked out. EJ Nduka now just trying to display his own source of power. And look at that, deadlifting a man like that. That is true showcase of power by the judge. And he just dropped him. Now EJ Nduka going to the top. I've never seen EJ like this on the top rope. I've never seen it, but anything to advance in the Breakout tournament, I guess. Oh, miscalculated the double axe handle there. And now EJ taken off his feet by Flip Gordon. And now Flip trying to keep his foot on the gas pedal. What a shooting star! Shooting star press connects perfectly, but Flip's not done. And a 450 to follow it up. And a cover on the judge, but EJ gets the shoulder up. That was a great sequence by Flip Gordon, but it's not enough. And now the judge, what is he doing? Has Flip Gordon up, and no. Oh! Just power bombed Flip Gordon to the outside. And now EJ just keeping the foot on the gas pedal with a huge power bomb to Flip. And EJ being very, very aggressive now in this matchup. Not even giving Flip Gordon a chance to breathe. And if I can be completely honest, I like this showing by EJ Nduka. I like this. Oh, did you hear his skull rattle off that post? Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget, tune in for the rest of the video because our main event is still to come right after this matchup. Bron Breakker will defend the NXT title against Santos Escobar. And oh, you see right there, EJ Nduka just being absolutely relentless on Flip Gordon. The referee is still at a count of 7, and oh, come on. Flip now busted open. And EJ may be looking to finish this matchup. And, oh, yep, look, EJ, he's calling for it. And look to finish off Flip Gordon with one more big move. Maybe not. Maybe he's got something else planned. Oh, Flip, able to come back. And a huge mistletoe drop kick. Come on, Flip. Flip takes the bigger man off his feet. Count of 2. Not enough. And oh, the judge immediately back up to his feet, staring Flip into the eyes. Ooh! And EJ Nduka with another huge move. And oh! That was a devastating spine buster. He calls that the verdict. And he couldn't get the win. So close. EJ Nduka calls that spine buster the verdict, one of his patented finishing moves, but somehow it's not enough to put down Flip Gordon. But the judge still relentless on the smaller opponent. And come on, Flip. Flip has been taken down, beaten to a pulp throughout this entire match. Had one good sequence on Nduka, but now EJ, look at this. Immediately right back onto the assault. EJ with another deadlift gorilla press. Oh, come on, EJ. EJ Nduka's just playing with his food now. And look at this. It's the cockiness of the judge. And now EJ Nduka going to look for maybe the verdict one last time to put Flip Gordon away, or maybe not. A running power slam. Oklahoma stampede. But Flip too close to the ropes. That was probably the judge's fault. He brings Flip into the center of the ring. Cover again, but has Flip Gordon gotten too much recovery time? Yes, he did. EJ again into a second cover on Flip Gordon, but still, the former U.S. Marine able to come back. Now Flip able to finally take down EJ again with a set STO. Flip to the top rope yet again. Looking for that moonsault, and he finally got him. Into a cover on EJ again, but only a kick out at one. This is just letting you know how dangerous the judge is, and look at that, quick like a cat. I don't know how much more Flip Gordon can take in this match. EJ into a suplex position. We still have our main event to go, and look at this, the blood flow already rushing to Flip's head. He's still busted open, still bleeding profusely. And hit with that suplex. EJ again went back to that cover, but still. And EJ just looks mad now. And look at this, a deadlift into another power slam. Cover on Flip, kind of two, but it's still not enough. I know there's no quit in somebody like Flip Gordon, but at the end of the day, there's no shame in giving in to somebody who's obviously doing something like this to you. Like, Flip's just taking a beating. I don't even think he knows where he is. We may have to stop this match. I don't know how much more Flip Gordon can take. But somehow Flip is still fighting in a nice PK. Caught the judge right on the chest, but EJ still too much power, and he's been too dominant in this whole match. He's not going to go away that simply. And again, look at EJ Nduka. Grabbing him by the head, and look, oh God. This is becoming devastating to watch now. And EJ went for that clothesline, but Flip able to reverse into another standing Spanish fly. And now Flip hits that 450. Is this enough to defeat the judge here tonight in the Breakout tournament? Yes, it is. Whoa. I did not expect that.
Here is your winner, Flyboy Gordon.
Flip Gordon somehow hitting a 450 strong enough to lay down the judge. And now Flip Gordon joins Nathan Fraser, Alex Hammerstone, and Apollo Crews. Applause to Flip. And now, as always, to cap off the show, ladies and gentlemen, it's main event time.
Scheduled for one fall, and is for the NXT Championship.
As you heard this announcer who makes less than me said, it's main event time. NXT title match officially about to start, and let's get into it. Wait a minute, that's Raul Mendoza of Legado del Fantasma, and there is Legado del Fantasma, and there is the man who will challenge Bron Breakker tonight for the NXT title. He's right there on the left with the Lucha Libre mask, the one and only Santos Escobar. Along with Joaquin Wilde, Raul Mendoza. Who knows, we could be seeing new champions here tonight on NXT. Imagine if Santos Escobar is able to score a big win over Bron Breakker and take the NXT title home. And I'm telling you, a lot of unpredictable things have been happening on this channel that you never would have thought would really happen. But nevertheless, this could be a huge step in the right path for Legado del Fantasma, and especially Santos Escobar. With rumors and speculations of him going up to the main roster, this guy could be going to either SmackDown or Raw as the NXT champion. And speaking of NXT champion, look no further than the current champion right here. The son of WWE Hall of Famer Rick Steiner, his uncle Big Papa Pump, and also Hall of Famer Scott Steiner, the current NXT champion Bron Breakker. So far with that championship, Breakker has had successful title defenses against Tommaso Ciampa and Grayson Waller. Picked up a big win last week over NXT UK champion Ilya Dragunov. And now tonight looks to add Santos Escobar to his list of victims. And like I said last week, it's like Bron Breakker gets stronger, bigger, and tougher every time he gets in that squared circle. It's like he adds something new to his arsenal, something he's been practicing in. He just adds it to his moveset and his weaponry arsenal, and then it makes him almost impossible to prepare for, because you never know what he's going to do. But as you see, the big, beautiful championship's on the line, so announcer who makes less than I do, you have the stage.
Introducing the challenger from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 200 pounds, Santos Escobar. And introducing the champion from Georgia, weighing in at 274 pounds. He is the NXT champion, T-Rex Steiner.
Bron Breakker, who has held that NXT title with valor, grace, and persistence, has been defending it day in, day out against all superstars. And who knows, Santos Escobar could be proven to be one of his toughest challenges here tonight. Because I really don't think Bron Breakker has ever been in the ring with somebody who has the Lucha Libre background that Santos Escobar has. And Santos Escobar has won titles all over the world. The referee rings the bell, the match is underway, and here we go. Santos Escobar swings Breakker into the corner. And Escobar with a nice elbow takes down the champion. But Escobar's got to keep his foot on the gas pedal, because that's not going to be enough to keep the champion down. But this might. Look at that. Ground and pounding on the knee of Bron Breakker. That's incredibly smart. Look at this. See? You see how smart Escobar is? Going after the knee early in this matchup. And look at, just relentless. Absolutely relentless. Escobar now into a cover on the NXT champion, but it's not even a 1 count. And oh, stiff forearm takes the champion down. And oh, Escobar went for the leg drop. Bron Breakker went for the clothesline. And a German suplex takes down the champion, but Bron Breakker just came up out of nowhere, but Escobar right back on the assault. Oh, devastating Frankensteiner. But Breakker now starting to get the upper hand on the Emperor of Lucha Libre, and look at the power. And now here comes the champion. Bron Breakker seeing red now. And all the rest of the Legado del Fantasma can do is watch on. And remember, Bron Breakker does still have champion's advantage. Escobar can't win the NXT title by way of count out or disqualification. And Breakker with a nice double axe handle takes down Escobar. And now Breakker with a full head of steam. Ooh! Head first right into that turnbuckle. Bron Breakker with a full head of steam. All the speed in his power, but went head first in that turnbuckle. Thank God it wasn't exposed. And Santos Escobar now on the attack. And many people have been trying to unlock the secret on how to defeat Bron Breakker. We saw Tommaso Ciampa just go straight at the champion. Santos Escobar taking it to the outside. And let's not forget, Santos Escobar also has backup in his corner. But it doesn't look like bringing it to the outside is going to affect the NXT Champion's wrath. And Breakker now, that's smart. He breaks up the count. That's got to be the kind of intellect and veteran kind of thinking that he learned from his Hall of Fame father. And you see Joaquin Wilde there. You better be careful, Joaquin. You don't want to get involved in this matchup. You're going to screw it over for Santos Escobar. Oh! Nice. Keep it up, Breakker. Huge exploder suplex. And now Bron Breakker going to try to bring Santos back into the ring. But Santos Escobar keeps fighting. These men are both second-generation superstars. They both know what it's like to have wrestling in their blood. Now Bron Breakker and Santos Escobar come back into the ring. This match is still underway. And Santos with Bron Breakker on the corner gets him out. But Breakker now, here he comes. The same aggression that he showed against Ilya Dragunov. And now full head of steam with the spear. Took Escobar right out of his boots into the cover. No, not enough. Now Escobar still receiving the onslaught of the NXT champion. Breakker now. It looks like we could be closing in on another victory for Bron Breakker and him retaining his NXT title. Now a huge overhead belly to belly. That's shade of his uncle right there. And just like how Escobar was focusing on that knee of Breakker earlier in this match, Breakker now focusing on the arms and head of Escobar. This is incredibly smart. Look at that. Escobar still too close to the ropes. And Escobar now able to fend off Breakker's assault for the time being. Takes Breakker into the corner. Has Breakker up top. This could be devastating. Uh-oh. Santos, the fireman's carry. What does he have in store for Bron Breakker? Ooh! Hung him up to dry. And we saw, it looked like Escobar was looking for the Phantom Driver, but Breakker now, military press into the power slam. But Breakker's not satisfied with that. Into the Steiner recliner. And Escobar, and Escobar had no choice but to submit.
Here is your winner, and still NXT Champion, T-Rex Steiner.
Bron Breakker first with the power slam, then the Steiner recliner retained the NXT title. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button and tell me which match was your favorite match. Who do you expect to see next in the Breakout tournament? Who do you expect to win the whole tournament itself? But with that said, that is all we have for NXT. I will keep you posted on more great content here on the channel. With that said, please do not sue me or copyright me for this, Kenny Omega. Goodbye, mwah, and good damn night from the NXT universe. Bang!